G-series anime is so good. So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, and today's video I'm going to talk about G-series anime. Now, why is G-series anime? It's incredible. So before I start, I just want to say that I made this video when actually Overdress on episode 8. So if you watch this on season 3 or something like that, my opinion on this video is still the same. So with that out of the way, let's go jump right into it. Now, why is G-series anime? It's incredible. Now, the thing is that on Overdress anime, Overdress anime is actually really good. It's a really incredible anime, but the problem is I don't think it's as caliber as G-series did. Now, I'm going to make an unfair kind of comparison between each other to make a clear thing. So it's basically it's come out as a hope for Overdress to become kind of like this. That's what I what I kind of want to say, I suppose. Now, G-series, it's really good in my opinion when actually hit the strike gate G crisis next, the G next, and then the GZ. It's all of those compared to the original G is not as good, but in my opinion. But at the end of that G-series is really incredible when they see Kanzaki and throughout until GZ, it's really incredible. Now, the reason why I think the G-series anime is such a good anime, it's because they have a lot of aspects that Overdress does not have right now. First of all, it's the desire of the story. Now, of course, Overdress could change with a split of a second. They just begin the story, then it will begin. It's kind of like that. But I think the most important thing that I really hope for is that the card fight scene and the combination with the animation, hopefully it's kind of like G-series. At least give it some fight. It's kind of like that. When the G-series fight scene, I think it's the most pinnacle peak fight Vanguard that actually just straight up very hype. And when the fight is really close, you feel that their fight is actually really close, even though sometimes you want to win. For example, I put one example, Shion versus Tayo. Tayo at that point, that back and forward, kind of playing with the cards, or just straight up with Tokoha versus Rin and Rin Hashima. It's insane, and you can see that tense and that fire that when you watch it, you really play with them. You can watch something incredible. It's kind of that I think that it's kind of lost in Overdress. It's good. It could change easily because they kind of in my opinion, Overdress try to figure out the fight scene. Till today, in my opinion, there are 3 different type of fight that we see in Overdress at SIF right now in episode 8. We see the full animation, we see the half animation, we see the no animation, which is immediately a normal battle that some little animation here and there, but not exactly. And the latest one, Tomari versus Megumi, with the half animation thing, not fully fight animation, just half of them. Still really good in my opinion, but I don't think it's as caliber as G-series did. And I hopefully that they can touch it in the future episode. The story, just like I said before, it could change simply. I cannot say that right now, just oh, they should make this. Who knows? They may actually already have planned to it, because a story is a story. It will begin when the anime wants to begin the story, then it will begin in its own. So who knows what G-series is going to be. Now, the thing is, I think also in G-series that is really nice is that the G-Next, in my opinion. G-Next is a tournament arc. It's incredible. Holy crap. I think compared to all of the G-series stuff, the next I think is the best for me. Now, the reason why, I think because of this tournament arc. A lot of anime have a really good tournament arc, even for Vanguard in my opinion, and I think G-Next is the best one. The reason why, it's kind of showing a lot of the ability, a lot of the fun cards on each of the personality that use this specific deck. It's really fun. It's really you get representative your deck that you use. I love Dark Irregulars, and Satoru played in such an amazing fashion, and I want to see it in Overdress hopefully. And so yeah, because we see a lot of strong card fighter and stuff like that, with a sprinkle of the story here and there. And that's what I really enjoy about G-series in my opinion. The story was there and everything about it. The fight scene is incredible. The pacing is really good in my opinion. Even the extent is the best pacing game out there. And then the other thing that I believe that it's so close that Overdress actually kind of almost get, in my opinion, because the voice actor on Overdress is absolutely 10 out of 10. Now, the thing on G series is that the passion when they play the card fight, it's the concept to it is insane. Like, the more passionate you are playing, the most likely you're going to win. And that's basically what G series did. If you have more desire to win, then the cards will follow you. If you think that you can win, you have this desire to win, you have the skill to win, then you're most likely going to win even with this much stronger much stronger opponent. And that's the thing. And like, this is also a good example with like a lot of battles, maybe like Satoru, like the one thing is Satoru Enishi versus Kamui, when Satoru actually on the team with Toko and Mikuru actually are on the drop zone at that point. Basically they both lost, and then if like Satoru lost with Kamui, like against Kamui, then of the team will be disqualified, and Satoru has this desire to win, because like if they not win then the team is going to be disqualified, and it's kind of like that. And then with like, it shows that his desire to win, and the cards is just get along with him. And it's kind of like, oh yeah, I got a crit, or I got a heal, I got this, I got that, and then like Kamui didn't get anything and stuff like that. This is really shown wherever it's like with like Nagisa also in the story, where Nagisa versus Chrono at that time, where Kamui actually on the drop zone, Nagisa has such a high desire to win, got a triple critical, Chrono will lose like instantly. And those kind of thing, it's kind of like what makes Vanguard G really nice, is that the interaction with the cards, it's so there. And like Overdress, it's not there yet. And the voice actor was incredible, and like with that combination, it will make such a good fight anime, like fight scene anime. The beginning of fight scene, of course, the card game. And so yeah, and that's what I kind of hope for, that they going to, and that's the pinnacle of G in my opinion. Like, that's why the storytelling is really nice, because the card kind of like moving the same pace as the player. And I don't know why, if you're watching G series, it's kind of like that, it feels the same, and that's what I like about it. And so yeah, it's such a cool way. And then like, especially Kanzaki fight, like that Dio voice actor, insane, like that is incredible. The domination, the feeling of domination, it shows in the card, like how good he play and stuff like that, how the damage count differences and stuff like that, like your hand, your play and stuff like that, it's follow your desire. And that's what Overdress didn't get just yet. And the reason why I compare this between each other, because I want Overdress to become better, and this is just what I hope for Overdress will be in the future. Basically, no need to become another G series stuff like that, but there are a lot of aspects in my opinion that is very important that they need to implement in Overdress, in my personal opinion, basically. So those kind of stuff is very, I don't know why, it's something that I think that is really nice that G series actually have on what Overdress does not have right now. Overdress have the story of the reality of it. It's kind of like, it's close to home, and that's some people, like a lot of people want that, and then like really wants kind of like that. And there are a lot of anime also kind of similar on what Vanguard direction right now. It's slice of life, it makes sense. And so yeah, but like when they begin the story, I hope that they can touch what G series, like the power of that G series like anime thing. I hopefully that they could implement it also in Overdress, because like in Overdress there are a lot of cool things. And the reason why I like G Stride, G Crisis, G Next, GZ, the reason why it's really good is because that desire, that point that you want to become, it's really there. And in G Strike Gear, this also really shown with like maybe like Satoru Enishi against Tokoha, or like Ryuzu Myojin versus Chrono, or Ryuzu Myojin versus like Ibuki, or also we have in there Tayo versus like the Dimension Police kid basically. And also we see Luna versus that desire when you play, like it's really cool in my opinion. It's really shown how frustrated like the player really are when they play the card game. Tell the story while you're playing the game, and show that card like how alive it is, and that's what I like about it. And like that's what GCs really are, kind of like you took on that character, but it's not as like Overdress did that, but it's not the same feel in my opinion. At least not yet, because like this design is just like I said before, if they start a story, then yes, it will be kind of like that. If they just do this slice of life, then even like you in like become like the maybe Trick Star or straight up just Verena, it's not gonna be as impactful as G series really are, because G series have this, even though it's like extend life and death and stuff like that, I know it's dumb, but like at some point the story is really nice. It's what makes Vanguard Vanguard in my opinion. Like that's what I realized also, like when they took this reality, I actually, when I rewatched G, I remember how good it is to have those kind of aspect in my opinion. And sometimes when you do this too much, the reality seems that you want to watch it, but like when you already watch it, you want to like have something that they could strive for rather than just straight up slice of life thing, which is some people actually want it to be. What Vanguard really are should just play in the table and stuff, like maybe as imaginative as much as Overdress did, because like there's nothing on the line. And so yeah, and like G series have something on the line, like the Vanguard will be destroyed, the world will be destroyed, stuff like that. And so yeah, there are those kind of stupid, like not stupid storyline, I guess, but it what makes it really good. Like the reason why is that actually really good, I remember, like not really remember, but I realized that why G series is really good. It's simple actually. When you have like maybe like that moment where the moment of crisis, I guess, the moment where like you think life and death, or just you will lose a person if you lose this battle, like and Luna did. If Luna, for example, if lost, then she will lose Luna, stuff like that. Like we see the pinnacle of what Vanguard actually are. What is it? Like you may think like what exactly it is. It's that storyline combines with the card game. That is what I enjoy about Vanguard really are, as much more as I watch Yu-Gi-Oh in my opinion. Because like this Satoru Enishi, I think one of my favorite one, the storyline, it's so dumb, yet when he play the cards, you feel it, and that's what I like about it, and that's what I think is missing to it. Rin Hashima, for example, it's also shown such a nice character when they play the cards, when she show her expression, her true self, when she played the Vanguard, being that in that concept is that like when you play Vanguard, you show your real personality. Like Rin Hashima have this beautiful personality within her, and when she play, it's incredible. I don't know why, it's hype, it's interesting, it shows how bossy she is and stuff like that. We see also a lot of them like Mikuru when play, how she's like playing with like sucking critical, like stuff like that, being lucky and stuff like that. We see her personality when she play Vanguard, and yeah, it kind of is, I guess. That's why it makes it really good, and the way that they tell the story was really nice. Miguel, for you, if you remember, like if you guys already, or like if all of you actually already watch the G series one, and like Miguel actually, like the quote unquote, he died at the point of the story, and then he appears because like at that time Miguel was kind of like in that Miguel stopped Will Miguel, instead of that was Antero, the musketeer from Neo Nectar, actually become a G-Guard when Tokwa actually play. I think against Dumjit or against, I forgot, or Friend of Her Heart, I forgot. But like when she play, and then she actually guard with Antero. And if you realize that, is that like when she play the card, she tell a story. Kind of like that, she tell how her feelings really are, how like what is the resolve in Vanguard is when she put that G-Guard, and that G-Guard is Miguel, and that is the point of, or the pinnacle of, I think Vanguard really are. The way that they tell the story is with Vanguard. They show their feelings with their cards, and I think that's what's missing in Overdress right now. What I hope for that they will become in the future on Overdress. I don't think the straight up slice of life doing all over again in season 2 will be a good take on Vanguard. And in my opinion, there needs to be a story to it, and that aspect of Vanguard is that tell the story while you play the cards, and I think that is very important throughout this anime, at least in my opinion about it. So I think that's about it in this video. I don't want to talk too long in this one, so hopefully you enjoy. That's basically the point of my video today, basically just I want to see like they tell a story while they playing the cards, and that is what is I think really missing in Overdress. And how good G series really are, it's from there, in my opinion. If you disagree with me, it's fine. This is just an opinion based video, and that is like this is why I really like G series anime, and I like Vanguard really are, and G series still my best anime by far. Hopefully Overdress could be like, hopefully Overdress could surprise me. I want to be surprised. I want to be proven wrong with Overdress. So hopefully Overdress can become as great as it was, because like Overdress is destined to be good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you soon. Bye for now and have a good day. See you then.